Dude, I was so freaking nervous. That thing was just gonna wheel on me. I didn't even look through the scope. My head was this far above, just pointing the muzzle right at it. Boom! Boom! We got the tags secured, bear tag, wolf tag, and next stop, Home Depot. We have a trailer plug that is broken, so I'm gonna go grab a new trailer plug so that we can pull a trailer. All right, just made it to Tyler's, and gotta fix the trailer connection and pack our bags, get a little bit of sleep, and we'll head out in the morning. So it's go time. First hunt of the year, breaking the ice. Oh, hey there, bud.
Hey, bud. What do you think?
What you up to?
Well, I was hooking up the four-wheeler trailer today, getting everything ready, and just figured out that the wires were busted on the connection. So Aaron was nice enough to pick up a new plug. We just gotta go get it figured out, get it connected.
Sure you know how to work a tool?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah. This guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Be careful, guys. Ty is a certified electrician.
Journeyman.
Journeyman. Certified journeyman. Self-proclaimed, but...
Uncle Mike would be disappointed with this.
Yeah, Dirty Mike and the gang, they wouldn't be too happy.
Dirty Mike and the gang. Oh, I forgot about that.
Moment of truth, boys and girls.
I see lights.
I see lights.
I'm feeling tired. This is becoming routine, or we just don't sleep the night before we leave. But got a couple hours. I think we're ready to roll. I'm excited. Finally get out. I feel like spring was never gonna be here. It finally came. So ready to go kill a couple bears.
Let's shoot something.
Shoot something.
Just got to our parking spot, and we're driving four-wheelers in for a little bit, and then we'll drop the four-wheelers from there. We'll backpack in. So anyway, it's about time to get started. First hunt of the year. That looks good. I love it. Way more snow than we were anticipating. So it's kind of patchy, but hopefully we can get down in here in this drainage that we think there's gonna be some bears in it. Hopefully they're out. I'm sure they're just, you know, feeding around in these patches of burnt off hillside. So we're gonna find out one way or the other. For sure it's wolf track. Looks like a dog track right here. If it's not, social media will tell you. Yeah. You're wrong. Yeah, right. It was kind of crazy. There was wolf crapping right next to it. It was elk crap. There's wolf tracks following the elk tracks. So maybe we will run into some wolves. Man, that'd be awesome. Let's go. Luckily, they'll never hear us coming. Dude, it's so loud. It takes so much effort when you fall through it like that. Sucks. I gotta take this coat off though. I'm dying. Alright, so this snow really sucks to walk through. We're just falling right through up to my thigh. So, wear you out. But we should be able to get to this bare side hill and start glassing. I'll show you. Over there. Another bear in the cliffs. There's an elk up there, blowing right at the elk. Got over to this bear ridge to glass, and I immediately spotted a bear 1,500 yards away in the cliffs. And as I started scanning closer, I got one like 800 yards right in front of us. We scrambled to get our stuff out, the camera on the bear, and he went over the top. So he's just feeding. He's a pretty nice bear too. So we're just gonna see if he pops back over this way. If not, we're gonna make a game plan to go after it. So, man, things happen fast. We'll just scoot over here, cut the straw at the head, and then drop down on this next ridge. We'll circle down behind those trees. Hopefully we can keep the wind good, but it's been kind of blowing that way, so it's gonna be a little iffy, but just gotta drop down a little bit to where we can see over that ridge and try and catch the backside of the next one. It's gonna be close. Not sure we're gonna be able to see where he went, but at least we'll be closer, so if he does pop back out on this side, it'll be a real close shot. A couple 100 yards maybe. This might be our best angle in here. He was right there about 200 yards away. Went right over the top into that thick gray purple brush. Dropped a bunch of elevation so that we could look back up to where this bear was at. It's super brushy, so he could be right there. He could have went up in the timber over the backside too, but he could be right there, so we're just watching, trying to glass up that bear I saw earlier over here too, and then we can see new country, so we're just kind of glassing it, see what we can see. But I was watching a coyote, and then I scanned up here, and that bear's just right there. Is he down in the bottom or up higher? He's up higher, but he's facing down right now. There's a little notch in the pines. Hey, hurry up. Aaron, hurry up. He's feeding out to the right in the opening. Just get set up, you'll be able to get him. Ready? Let's go behind the tree. Frick. Get that next gap. Dude, how do we keep not getting shots? We should have been set up and ready, honestly. Cameras and gun should have been set up. Yeah. He came across that opening fast. Yeah, I don't even know if he could have taken a shot. He was just moving. Yeah. I was on him one time when you said, oh, wait, hold on. But he was moving. It's not like I had his... Yeah, the long lens wasn't even on him. Hey, what's the snack of choice this afternoon, bud? Some Lay's. Original. That's the snack of choice. Very calorie dense per ounce. Hey, that didn't take you long to dip into your snacks. I'm starving, dude. We've been glassing this hillside, just waiting to try and pick this bear back up. He went behind that tree and we just lost him. We couldn't see him. I stepped back quite a ways and we can see this whole hillside pretty much. But it's just thick, lots of brush, lots of timber. So we're gonna hang out. Eventually we think he's gonna pop back out on this ridge. And then we still have other country we're glassing, the other bear that Aaron saw this morning. So we still haven't seen him again, so eventually they'll start moving and we'll find him. We just need like 5 to 10 more seconds. We would have killed that bear. It's so frustrating. Bear hunting, they're just always moving. All right, the bear just stepped out in the opening. We're just looking it over. What do you think? Shoot him? It's up to you, man. On him? Yep. You sure? Let me double check the long lens. Okay. Ready? Yep. That bear that we Saw first thing in the morning, stepped out right at 380 yards and watched him for a while. Decided to shoot him, and looked like that 175 grain ELDX hammered him. So hammered, yeah. I hit him last rib and ran it right up through. So perfect mid body.
You probably popped out about 4 times while you were napping.
You probably did. I mean, that's right where we.
Dude, we're set
thought
up.
He was
like perfect.
Yeah, cameras are all set up, ready to go. So
still took us a minute to get everything dialed.
I love that 7 PRC because, like, the recoil is almost nothing. Like, I watched that hit just right where I was aiming, right behind the back rib. This gun is by far the best for me. Like, being able to stay in the scope and not come off.
Oh yeah,
he's dead. You smoked him.
Perfect. Like that quartered away even. Like you went just right behind the ribs.
All right, so we got a beautiful bear down and just barely shot him. We reviewed the footage. He's hit good, so I assume he's dead just in the bottom of where we shot him. So we are going to hurry and set up camp, so we're doing it in the daytime. And then we're gonna get our stuff together and we're gonna go get this bear. So go set up camp and then it's recovery time.
We're running the Argali Rincon. It's a 2-person tent. I know what you're thinking. Me and Aaron are sleeping in a 2-person tent, but this one is actually a 2-person tent. I don't know if you can see how roomy it is, but the way they made this, it's actually made to fit 2 grown men. So, just got it set up. It took us less than 10 minutes probably, and this is the first time I've ever set it up. So pretty easy. Been looking at these for a long time. You can get the insert, which we decided to go with because it's spring and there's ticks and all that. So we're running the insert. What's really nice is you can run it as a hot tent if you don't run the insert, and the stove jack is actually removable, so we're able to zip that out, run it. It's like saves you a couple ounces, which is kind of cool. Oh, we were just getting ready to load our packs up and go get Aaron's bear, and he spotted this bear down here in the bottom, just below where he said he saw the one this morning. But put the glass on it, and it's just a little guy. Just a matter of time before another good one steps out. Seriously? I think so. There's no way. That was him. You're sure? Unless it's a different bear. Where was he? Right there. He just started making his way through the brush. No way. How is that even possible? I don't know. Wow, roller coaster of emotions. I was getting nervous because we haven't found any blood, which is typical with bears, but we were getting down to where we thought the bear would be, and all of a sudden this bear starts bounding off. I was like, you're kidding me. I didn't hit him good enough. And then Ty and I rewatched the footage. We're like, no, I hammered him.
and we took a few steps. The bear I shot's right here. So that was a different bear. So thank goodness we're not tracking a wounded bear. Just like I thought, I hit him good. So we're gonna drag him out for pictures. And I'm just glad we found him. We're not tracking a bear. Thanks, dude. All right, here's my 2023 spot stock rifle bear. I made an awesome shot. Stoked with the shot I made. That 175 grain ELDX absolutely hammered this bear. Shot the bear just right there, rolled straight down. So no tracking a wounded bear, which is awesome. But we got another tag to fill, so we're gonna get to work, skin it out, get the meat in the pack, get back to camp and start glassing for Tyler. But very grateful for this beautiful bear. And another epic day one, just like last year. So. Oh, barely fit in the bag. All right, so we're grabbing meat from the bear right now. Bear kebabs. Grabbing some bear kebabs. So we're about done though. We got it all skinned out. Just grabbing the meat. We'll be out of here. All right, we climbed out of that fun little hole and we probably got an hour and a half of good glassing. So it's time to find Ty a really big bear to either shoot tonight or tomorrow. So we can be picky. We got a bear down, so Ty can be as picky as he wants to be. He doesn't have to be if he doesn't want to be. I'm not saying he has to be. But he can be picky if he wants to be. So that's the moral of the story. We might have a shooter on our hands.
That's what I like to hear.
Man, we just sat down trying to get some food stuffed in our faces because we're starving. And, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I think so. We'll see.
Shooter?
I think so.
Possible shooter?
Possible. But anyways, he's only probably 500 yards from where Aaron shot his bear. But across a big drainage and up on this steep cliff face, so. I'm gonna take a look and see if it's a shooter, but might have to make a game plan for tonight. Well, I feel like he's like right on the cusp. He's a good bear. He's thick, not blowing me away, but he's nice. Bears popping out of everywhere. We've been staring at this hillside all freaking day. Now, the sun finally went down and we got a sow with a cub. We got what we think is a real nice boar up here. This other smaller, looks like a sow down here. Like, they just pop out of nowhere. Plenty of places for them to hide. I think I'm gonna hold off tonight. I think I'm curious to see what we find up here tomorrow. So probably give her one more day, and I'm sure this bear is gonna be hanging in here somewhere, and we'll turn him back up at some point if I decide that he's the best one. Tell me about what you got going on there, bud. What I got going where? Right here?
Yeah.
It's just a little top ramen.
Tell me about your cool bowl, though.
Oh, the bowl. Yeah, the bowl's clutch. So it's got these buttons, and it snaps up and it turns into a bowl, or if you unsnap it, it's a plate or like a cutting board. So, because we're always looking for something to cut our back strap with whenever we're cooking over the fire.
So it's nice to have this lightweight cutting board, which also doubles as a bowl. But the ramen, yeah, that's just soaking in cold water. So we'll see how that turns out.
Me, on the other hand, I have a tortilla with peanut butter inside. A little Skippy peanut butter. It's actually really good. How's your cold ramen, bud?
Pretty crunchy. But it's still better than just eating it dry. That's what I used to do. I used to just put the seasoning on top of the ramen brick and just eat it. Pretty salty if you do it that way.
What do you think about tonight there, pal?
Well, lots of bears. We ended up seeing like 9 bears. I think 9 bears. A couple big ones. But awesome night. This unbelievable day one. Got 1 bear killed. And there's lots of other bears to take a look at tomorrow. Try to figure out which one's the biggest and go kill one. That's the plan. But this place is a zoo.
It is a zoo tonight.
Bears everywhere.
Like, this place is a zoo, man.
Zoo. Little petting zoo.
You bet 'em.
An elk.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of them.
What you got?
It's a last light donut. The old donut light. The halo. Pretty bright, actually.
That is bright.
If I can get this thing to slide under here. I said this thing's bright. Lights up the whole thing. So much better than using headlights in 10.
It's blinding each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so this bear from last night, the bigger one that was up in the cliffs, it moved down the hill quite a ways, a lot closer to us. And I'm pretty sure it's the same bear. Still the biggest bear we've seen. So we found 2 more. There's bears everywhere. It's pretty crazy, but nothing like crazy big. This one looks like it's pretty good though. Like maybe I'm underjudging him a little bit. Maybe he's better than I think. But anyways, he moved off into the brush and kind of lost him a little bit. So I'm trying to relocate him. I can't find him. But after that, we'll get one more look and we might go make a play on him.
But it's a beautiful day. That's all that matters.
But it's a beautiful spring morning. There's not snow right here. It's not freezing cold. It's just good. It's nice. Green grass is starting to pop through. Yeah, it's a great day. The bears are brushed up, timbered up. So we're just hanging out, eating some snacks, staying on the glass, and kind of waiting for the evening. We have a feeling it's going to be a busy night. These bears are going to, once it cools down a little bit, they're going to come out. They're going to be everywhere just like last night. So hopefully we see a big boy. And then we can run over there, make a play, and kill it.
I just saw a wolf. We're trying to relocate it.
started glassing here for a second, and I caught just a gray wolf moving up through the trees, moving up that face. Just there's a tiny opening. I saw him cut through there, ripped my gun off my pack, and by the time I got set up, couldn't find him again. It's not very often you get a chance to hunt a wolf. So, we'll see. We're gonna glass for a couple more minutes, but it's also time to go glass bears too. They should be popping out here soon. She smelled them. So she took off. She didn't like it. But I'm pretty sure it was a sow. Looked like a sow to me. She had her nose up in the air sniffing it. But you could see in the video, she had her nose up. She could definitely smell us. Either us or maybe she was scared off by that carcass. Yeah, maybe. Small bears so far tonight. If the big bears don't come out soon, we're not gonna have time to go after them, so hopefully they come out soon, because it's gonna take some work to get to them. All right, well, day 2 is coming to a close. Lots of bears. We looked over probably 12, 13, 14 bears today. Just most of them were just young bears, so. Or sows with cubs, or we did see one real nice black bear at the end of the day, but it's not. There were 2 big black bears together last night, and one of them's clearly bigger, but we didn't turn that one up, so we still have a full day of hunting tomorrow, and Ty's being picky, wants a big bear, so we're gonna get one tomorrow. Lots of elk, just a perfect bear hunting day, except for we didn't kill a big bear or a wolf or find an elk shed, but other than that, it was a perfect bear hunting day.
What is that? Did Andy put that on you?
Yeah, it's a sticker. It's a little sticker for when my daughter was doing her nails, and she decided that I needed a sticker on mine. She went with a spider. It's been on there for like 2 months.
Yeah, it looks like a tick is smashed.
It did look like a tick, huh?
Yeah.
That's what made me say that. Day 3. Looks like it's gonna be a good day. Alright, we got a bunch of bears out already. We've already seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bears. Most of them are bears all of them we think are bears that we've already seen. But this one down here looks like the biggest one out of all of them. It might be that bear from last night. He kind of looks like similar bear, but found it bedded underneath a tree, and finally just got up and try and tell what it is before we go bombing down there for it. We decided that bear's a gift, so we're gonna go take advantage. It's the biggest bear we've seen yesterday or today, so we're just gonna go down there and get close, size it up some more, and then make a decision. But it looks like a nice bear, and it's very rare that you find one bedded where you have time to go stalking on it. So we're gonna go make a move. We're gonna cut the distance to, I'm guessing it's gonna be about 400 or 500 yards, and then make a decision from there.
So that's not ideal for us. It's gonna go up into the brush farther, it looks like, but we know at some point that thing's probably gonna come back down. They always seem to feed down this hillside, so we're gonna go just post up and wait there. We're actually able to see a lot more on this hillside that we were actually camped on from down here, so we're gonna go post up down here, wait for that bear, but also be able to see a ton more. All right, we're just cresting over. That bear's coming back the same way it came down last night. We're gonna try and get set up on it. Gosh dang, that couldn't have worked out any better. We're just coming up here, just about to crest over this hill to where we can see where he's been hanging out, and he's just coming across the hillside right to us. So we figured he was gonna cross right here where he did last night, so we just posted up and waited for him to come. Came right to us 200 yards, and gave me time to get like my shooting sticks all out, tripod set up as like at rear support. So, I mean, I was solid for a 200-yard shot. It doesn't get even better than that. Where that bear went is about the thickest brush you've ever seen in your life. It's like brush 10 feet tall, and it's just webs of brush, like thick, nasty brush. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to walk through it, but there's gotta be some bear tunnels or something. So, I guess we'll probably be on our hands and knees crawling. I wish I had my Walther right now. I usually don't hike around with one in the chamber, but I think this situation calls for it. All right, so Ty's been looking in that thick brush for a while. Haven't heard from him, so haven't seen the bear pop out anywhere, so I'm gonna go join him. See if I can help him find anything.
By the folks in the know, they're in control. Give me what you got. It's not a lot. You gotta give me what I need, 'cause I wanna survive.
All right, we've given this bear a couple hours, so we're gonna dive into this thick, nasty brush and see if we can figure out where this bear went. It's gonna be tough to find him, but hopefully we can find tracks and blood. We found a couple tracks so far, but gosh, this stuff is thick. Finally found some blood. First big spot, it's about like that. At least we know we're on the right track. Hopefully it keeps bleeding for a little while so we can follow. It's getting thick and tough.
We followed it all the way up to here. He got into the creek bottom. We have one last track and then it disappears. So, just trying to figure out what to do now.
Alright, we're trying to track Tyler's bear. Here's our first shed of the trip. She's a dandy. She's a real dandy. What I really like is the character right here. Just super neat character right there. I love how it's just nod all the way through. Makes it real special, so. Geez, that porcupine had a heyday on that side.
Yeah. Looked at the video. We've replayed it, and from what we can see through the camera, it looks like a good shot, like lungs. So, we're just gonna keep looking. We're gonna go down, the plan is to go to where we last saw blood and just start searching around from there. We'll either do circles or, search above, search below, see if we can find any more blood, any other tracks other than the set that we've already followed to the end of. So, just keep looking. He's gotta be in there.
It's not a word, you gotta give me what you got. Give me what you got. It's not a word, you gotta give me what I need, 'cause I wanna survive. Give me what you got. It's not a word, you gotta give me what you got.
We're in the thickest of thick here. Sorry, I'm a little close. We thought we'd followed our best lead, which was tracks in the snow. They looked fresh from this morning. So we started following them. Followed up on this other side of the creek and thought maybe potentially tracks in the leaves. It's just leaf litter, so it's hard to track. Kept following what we thought, where we thought he would go. Just found fresh tracks right here. Looks like he kind of stopped and hung out and found a little bit of blood, so we're on the right track. Hopefully we can keep on his tracks.
Dude, so we started creeping down here. We knew we were fresh on his tracks because the blood was fresh. It wasn't all dried up, and it's been baking in the sun for the last like 4 or 5 hours. So we had walked the other side of this creek right here in the snow, so I knew that when we were getting down here close and I was gonna cross, I knew we hadn't crossed the tracks yet, so I figured he was probably come down and maybe had crossed again. Well, I start creeping down here, just get around the corner here, and I see it standing there in that thick brush. I just see some fur 10 feet away. And I'm like, for a full minute, Aaron, like, not making any noise because I didn't want it to wheel and like attack me. So I'm like making noise, waving. And then I was like, as soon as I saw it, I got your attention. I was like, I gotta take a shot, and boom, didn't even look through the scope, just pointed the barrel at it, boom. And it flipped around and started coming down the creek towards me. Shot it again. Aaron only got the last shot, I guess, but holy smokes. Oh. That was like one of the crazier encounters I've had. I can't wait to get him pulled out. Looks like he's got a big head.
Hey, show me how you aimed your gun again.
Dude, I was so freaking nervous. That thing was just gonna wheel on me. I didn't even look through the scope. My head was this far above, just pointing the muzzle right at it. Boom! Boom! I almost went sideways too. I felt gangster. I should have just looked down the barrel.
Oh, that was nuts.
Too close for his scope, that's for sure. He's a big bear. It's a real nice bear. Can't wait to try and get him up this. I think the only reason we can move him the 5 feet to there is because we had the water helping us, the creek. Gosh, of course, right in the thorns too. This is unbelievable. I've shot a couple of really big bears, and this, I don't know how this one's gonna size up to the others, but the paw on this thing, the paws are unbelievable. Just huge, like way bigger than my hand. And then the claws are super long too. A couple times, that's all we could see in his track. We just saw some claws digging in. Honestly, I feel like an expert tracker now.
You should, dude. That was unbelievable.
Have you ever seen like a muzzle? Like the head on this thing is unbelievable. He's just long too. That's what threw me off last night when we saw him. I was like, he didn't look that big because his belly wasn't dragging like some of the others I've shot, but it's because he's so long. And a spring bear, you know, just coming out of hibernation, but still, oh my goodness. Way more than I was expecting. Big dog.
That is a big dog.
Big dog. We went and got our pack. We're back here ready to break him down, but just still in awe of how all this went down. Unfortunately, I made not the best shot. The first one, easy, I mean 250 yards. I made a little noise and I thought he was gonna stop. So I put it behind the crease and I saw him pause for a second. I started squeezing, and by the time the shot went off, he had taken another step with his other foot. So his left foot was back a little bit, and so when it was behind the crease, that moved it back behind the body, and then he was moving a little and just didn't make the best shot, unfortunately. So fortunately, we stuck with it, and we put in a lot of work, 9 hours of work tracking this thing, and made it all happen and made it all come together. So pretty fortunate that we were able to still find it, and most importantly, grateful for Aaron staying positive. It's a lot easier as the person that didn't shoot it to be negative or yeah, just not to be as positive and not stick with it as much. So appreciate Aaron keeping me positive, and the whole time we knew we were gonna find it. It's just a matter of when, so we stuck with it and paid off.
Got there.
Trophy, mounting it. Good news is, got the old foreskin still. This is for you, Grenda. This one will take down your biggest enemy.
What we got going on here, Ty?
We got a big bear in a little game bag. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised. I forgot to tell Aaron that I only had small, like deer-sized game bags. But I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. We got most of it, surprisingly. We had to pack her in there tight. A little tube sock. Got a big old melon on top. Breakfast sausage.
Let's get out of here, huh?
Let's get the heck out of here.
We made it back to camp. We just got our bags packed except for the tent. We got to break the tent down. We'll put that on my pack because my pack's not even close to Ty's. So, and then we got you know, an hour hike out, so, or more.
But anyway, what a freaking awesome trip. 2 bears in 3 days, and just a perfect hunt. It was awesome. So couldn't have asked for anything better. Ow. All right, we made it back. Packs are off. Fresh clothes are on, which always feels good, especially the socks. And we got a couple celebratory blue Powerades.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Good hunt, man.
Cheers.
Gosh, what an awesome hunt.
Strange visions about